my dudes, welcome back. Today I'm gonna be doing a sketchbook tour of my tattoo flash sketchbook that I finished during touuuur. Initially I wanted to go out and tour it together in the woods or in my backyard for you because there's some pretty nature, but I'm sick, it's December, it's cold and it's wet outside, so we're just gonna do it here in my studio and let's go! So yeah, that's my tattoo flash sketchbook number 2. The first one I finished about 2 years ago. I will link the sketchbook tour up here. And yeah, there are lots of videos that I filmed while filling up the sketchbook. So probably I will link a bunch of videos throughout the video. But yeah. So actually I designed the front cover in one of my videos as well, and I still think it looks pretty cool and I still like it a lot, but you can check that out later. So on the first page I always have a representation of myself, and since I forgot to ask a friend to draw me, I ended up drawing myself in a kind of quirky way. Yeah, this book belongs to me, my Instagram, not important. Then I also wrote the date of when I started the book and when I finished the book. Here are a few rules that I have. Colored in designs are taken, every design will be reworked, corrected, every tattoo will be adjusted, nothing is tattooed twice, etc, etc. If you want one of these designs, this is important for you, but just text me and we will figure it out. So yeah, let's just start. These are my pod stars and my skull pods. They were inspired by a prompt that I got in my Instagram stories. These are the snack stacks, which are these little snack beetles holding chains and stuff. I think they turned out pretty nice. They could use a bit more contrast, but that's fine. Then I have my Wonder Voids, just some sparkly, smoky, tribally voids. My starry vibes are just star galaxy inspired combinations. I don't know how to call it. Then I got my crunchies, crispy shrooms, chippignos, hippie chippy, trippy chippy. Oh, then here we've got Cottage Tober, which was a challenge by Rafaela Arts. I will link her as well. But I also have a video about the spread, and I also have a video about Pitchtober 2023, which was skull inspired. And a few of these I still really love, especially that one and the lemon and the bee. My berries, strawberry skulls. Then we have Spidey Time. I really like them. He's adorable. Then we've got my deadheads, which are just little skulls with wings. But I also have a few favorites here, like that one, and he's cute. Then we have another randudes, which means just random stuff that I mix together. He's cool. I like that too. This is actually a chili tattooed on our mannequin. If you are familiar with my tattoo stuff series, then you probably will have seen last year when I put this design on our mannequin. But yeah, I also think that one is really nice and I love it as well. Then we have Pitchtober 2024, which I obviously also filmed. And I also still really like these mushrooms. I love the skateboard. I love the paw and the owl and the little dinosaur. I obviously don't love everything, but that's fine. Then we have the twistles, because they are twisty thistles. And I also think they turned out pretty nice. Then we have my skateboard flash or longboard flash. I would really love to get a skateboard or longboard tattoo someday, and I sketched out my ideas. I think he's nice. I think the snail is very cute. I also like that one. And the kitty. I think they all turned out pretty dynamic, which is very nice. Then here we've got my bubbly buds, which are fishies. I really think you can actually see the improvement in comparison to my last flash book. I think my designs and everything are way more realistic. I mean, not realistic from the style I'm drawing, but pose-wise and anatomically. I really like how these came out, so yeah. Then we've got my garlic gang and stanky spuds, which is just garlic and onion, but they are all pretty adorable, if I do say so myself. The blooms, just some flowers. Mushy mugs, which are, as you can see, mushroom inspired mugs, and I really wish I would own this or that one. And we have my Flutter Clutter number 2, and I accidentally drew it upside down, but who cares? Also, there are still some pencil marks on there. If anyone wants one of these flutters tattooed, I will definitely adjust them, correct them. Yeah, but I think they turned out amazing. I have a few favorites. I think that one and this one and that one. I'm actually really proud that I can see my improvement when it comes to moths and butterflies and stuff like that, because I think they're actually super hard to draw, and I'm happy that I'm getting better. Oops. Here I have some crafty scissors sewing kind of flash, because since I'm sewing a lot, I definitely want some scissors tattooed someday, so I tried around with them a bit, and I really like how they came out, especially that one and the skull, and this is cute, and of course these with the flowers. I don't know. Then we have my boho beach babes. These are inspired by these cool tapestry blankets, cloths. These cool fabrics with these amazing patterns and stuff. So that's that. This one as well. This one is actually inspired by the one that's hanging over my bed. Then we have Wahoo hearts, inspired by this picture. And some more skull flowers with some more pencil marks. Then we have my butterflutters. Obviously little sparkly butterflies. I kept them more simple. They are not perfect, but yeah. Some more butterflies and moths and a pomegranate plant or something like that. Then we have some tribals. I'm not really that familiar with tribal drawing, so I wanted to try it out. The fest fawns. These I drew as flash designs for a little festival where my friend was tattooing, and I provided some designs as well. This one got tattooed actually 3 times or 4 times. I can't remember. And some other stuff as well, but not from my flash. Then we have Sun and Moon flash for my bestie. She and I have a partner tattoo on our knees, and she wants another one kind of symmetrical on her other knee that represents a sun and moon. So I tried around with that concept. Then we've got flumes, flower blooms, blueberries, and some traditional flower designs. Then we have my French friends and homies flash. These were inspired on our trip in France, and these were inspired on our trip to Salzburg and Berchtesgaden and Bayern. Then we have some little suit sprites or Suzuwataris that I got tattooed in my last video, where I actually also finished this page if you want to check that out. And yeah, then we have Peachtober, which I also obviously filmed, and you can watch it too if you're interested. I think it turned out pretty nice, and I have a lot of favorite designs in there, like my little dinosaur, the frog, the aquarium, the slug. Yeah. Then we have Mushy but Spiky, which are little spiky mushrooms. I put some faces in there, which I think actually look really cute, but I wasn't confident enough to put them in with ink. So if anyone wants that design with a face, I will obviously add that. Then last but not least, we've got my swirlies, which I don't really have a lot to say about them, but I like the idea, and I think they make really cute little spontaneous tattoos. And yeah, that's my last page, where I tried out different types of ink and if they are bleeding through the pages or not. My printed out Peachtober prompts from 2024 and some little sketches here. This is the book I used. It's the Hanemühle toned watercolor book, 200 grams, 60 pages, A5, but horizontal. And yeah, that is everything. On the side I put the date, when it was started and when it was finished. That's actually already everything I got for you this time. I really hope you enjoyed my tattoo flash sketchbook number 2. Maybe some of you are interested in some of these flash designs for yourself. Just let me know. I would say this is probably one of my best sketchbooks so far, and definitely the one with the best tattoo flash. Let me know how you liked it and maybe what was your favorite little drawing as well. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Audio, or...